Hello, welcome to another Commander deck artwork flip through. So we're on to the third deck from the Commander 2021 product. This is the black green deck and it's the Witherbloom Witchcraft. Now at the bottom of the cards, I'll just show you actually, these have Commander C21. Also, these were referred to as, I think, Strixhaven School of Mages Commander decks. They corresponded with the release of the set, which they'd been lining the Commander decks up to some degree over time with a particular set. But this is the point at which they started also naming those yearly Commander products after a specific set that came out. It was also around the same time of that Year of Commander thing, where it looks like they were testing the water for releasing like 2 decks per set. And I'm going to loop back and cover those decks, but I just wanted to do a run through of all of the yearly releases, because this, up to this point, Strixhaven School of Mages was the last yearly Commander product that I bought. It was a nice one to finish, and I felt, because that meant I had 10 years of Commander decks, because there was nothing in there was no Commander decks released in 2012. The first one was in 2011, which I bought, and then I bought every single deck all the way through in the yearly iteration up to this one, the 2021, the Strixhaven School of Mages. And as I've said, once we've finished off, so this is the third one, 2 more to do, and then at that point I'll look back and do those ones that I bought for the year of, I think they called it the Year of Commander, like I said, where they were almost like, I think, testing the water for swapping out Planeswalker decks with 2 Commander decks. That's the way it seems anyway. So as I mentioned with these, what they did this time round, the main Commander had an additional copy in this thicker card, like plastic almost, as opposed to the oversized ones that we'd seen in previous products. Also, as well as it being the main Commander, lead Commander, however you want to think of it, there was only one alternate Commander for this one. So Guillaume Master Chef. So yeah, Willow Dusk Essence here was the main one, and Guillaume Master Chef was the alternate. I've ordered these as I always do, so we're going to start off with Legendaries first, higher to lower rarity, and then we'll go through higher to lower to rarity in the other cards. So Tivash, Eudora, Grave Gardener. We've got Planeswalker in here in the form of Obnixilis, Reignited. Sapling of Colfanor is in here, which is a reprint. Also, there was a legendary creature at a lower rarity in here, an uncommon. We were starting to see those again after probably not seeing them since the days of Legends, I think. And then there was a spate of Commander products before Strixhaven and around that time period, I suppose, where they started having uncommon legendary creatures and legendary planeswalkers actually. So now on to the higher rarity regular non-legendary creatures. Was that playing Witch Coven? Blood Tracker is in here. Sangromancer. Gluttonous Troll. Marshland Bloodcaster. Blossoming Bog Beast. And you can get to see the rules text of these because I'll include a link to my original unboxing for these decks. Ageless Entity. As a Root Channeler. Noxious Gearhulk was in here. Defiant Bloodlord. Verdant Sun's Avatar. Sproutback Trudge. Interesting artwork. Blightmound. Now the other thing, and I've pointed this out before, you may notice some of the cards here, instead of having the C21 set symbol, have the set symbol for Strixhaven School of Mages, and that also applies to the basic lands in here as well. That's something they'd been doing for a little while in these Commander products, of not just having the Commander set symbol, but also ones where it was relevant to highlight cards from the set that was around the same time. There's a Damned Pact, and we've got a Gaze of Granite. Okay. Rather strange looking Essence Pulse. Healing Technique. Deadly Tempest. There's pretty cool artwork in this deck actually. Taste of Death. Okay. And this is Renewal. So we're still on the higher rarity stuff here. Revival Experiment. Right, onto some artifacts. Druidic Satchel was in here, as was Loxodon Warhammer. Well of Lost Dreams. Alhammarat's Archive. Vince's Journal, the reprint. And then in terms of the higher rarity lands, which we're starting to see a lot more of, I think, over the course of these Commander decks. Exotic Orchard, which seemed to crop up quite a bit. Llanowar Wastes, black-green deck. Temple of Malady. So obviously make a lot of sense in here. Witch's Clinic. So just generates colourless mana, but gives the commander lifelink. Got High Market in here. And then moving on to some of the lower rarity cards. Silver Smoked Ghoul. Honor Troll. Bloodthirsty Aerialist. Vampire Nighthawk's in here. Leyline Prowler. Greed was in the deck. Moldavine Reclamation. Suffer the Past. Pulse of Murasa. Reckless Spite. So we're still on the uncommons here. Mortality Spear. Yeah, here's one with the Strixhaven set symbol. Got a Cultivate. Ancient Craving. A Soul Ring. Surprise, surprise. Elixir of Immortality. And it's got Sun Droplet. It's a reprint. Talisman of Resilience. So we've come across talismans recently in other videos I've done. You know, tap for colourless, and then you can tap them for, in this case, you know, this one's black or green, but it does 1 damage. Oh yeah, the Paradise Plume. Yeah, interesting, the sort of, you know, mana rocks that crop up in these products. Okay, moving on to commons now. So that was a Epicure of Blood, Gift of Paradise, Feed the Swarm, Rampant Growth is in the deck, and yeah, Arcane Signet, which was, yeah, now, like, you know, they slowly introduce a certain card and then it ends up in every single deck, and Arcane Signet was one of those cards. I think it was it printed for a core set maybe originally? No, Pristine Talisman. This is the one that tap colours and you gain 1 life. So moving on to some of the non-basic lands, I've got both uncommons and commons here. So there's Myriad Landscape, Tainted Wood, black green, Golgari Rot Farm. Another, you know, cycle that appears a lot in these commander decks, the original Ravnica block cycle of bounce lands. Sapseep Forest, Blighted Woodlands, there's a Rogue's Passage, hurrah. Temple of the False God, and yeah, another land card that crops up with a fair degree of regularity in these commander products. Command Tower, yep, another one. Study Hall, Jungle Hollow. So moving on to the commons now. Witherbloom Campus, which is actually from Strixhaven. Gingerbread Cabin, Radiant Fountain, very nice. And now we move on to the best part of the deck, the basic lands. So with this, as you've seen so far, a little bit of a disappointment because there were only 2 pieces of artwork, but they were nice artwork. So this is the first one for the swamps, and obviously with only 2 pieces you get a number of multiple copies. So now up to 6, and we switch to the other piece of artwork. So 5 of those, and then we're moving on to the forests. So first piece of artwork. I think that was 6 unless I lost count. And then the second one. So I believe that's 5. So now moving on to the tokens. So something is generating demon tokens. So 10 of these double-sided, so 12 tokens in total. Oh, Fungus Beast. Nice. Demon and, yeah, fungus. Demon and fungus. Yep. Food token in combination with a sapling. So something is spitting out saplings. Food and another sapling. Food and a pest. Food and a pest. Food and pest. Is it pest for the rest of the way down? We'll see. Food and a pest. And finally, food with Surprise, surprise, it's a pest. Okay, there we have it. Thanks once again for watching. Bye for now, and I will catch you in a future video.